Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Carla Lumba, and I think that's quite obvious with the big screen behind me. But yes, I'm the youth representative of the Global Fund for Coral Reefs, hosted by the United Nations Capital Development Fund. Firstly, it's an honor and privilege to be here today in the company of the global ocean community. As a young person from the Philippines, I stand here advocating from a place of deep personal stakes. The partnerships and innovation I've seen today inspire hope for what's possible when we come together. And now the true test lies ahead. And that's, how do we leverage momentum to deliver lasting change and deliver lasting impact? As we stand on the brink of opportunity, we are not just here to exchange ideas or to reflect on our achievements. We are also here to chart the course forward. Because the reality is that for too many, this isn't just about policies or programs, but this is also about survival. Right now, as I speak, a person my age is starving because the fish they once relied on have disappeared. Another may be forced to leave their coastal community, their family, generations of traditions, simply because they have to head for the city in search of a job. And some won't even live to see my age, as they suffer from the ground beneath their feet literally disappearing, and because of the rising ocean that swallows their home. And so when we talk about future consequences, we sometimes forget that someone's worst climate emergency is already someone's constant reality. And every minute that we delay is a life forever changed. And so we need more than promises. We need action. We need an economic ethos that nurtures a sustainable blue economy and delivers tangible impact. And we need leaders who understand that the stakes aren't just high, they're life or death. Without scaling up our efforts and reinforcing partnerships, we risk falling behind on the targets that are critical to protecting our ocean. Based on my personal experience, working with the GFCR and UNCDF, supported by a global coalition, has shown me the power of a whole-of-society approach and the importance of fusing private sector expertise and market-driven enterprises with the stewardship of conservation guardians. It has shown me that while the scale of the challenge is vast, it is not insurmountable when we come together across cultures, generations, and sectors. And with continued momentum, we can achieve even more. As we align our strategies with the GBF, the BBNJ Agreement, and the Paris Agreement, we must not only forge powerful partnerships, but also elevate the leadership of local communities, indigenous peoples, women, and youth. My presence here today as a young person is a sign that ocean trajectory is on the rise, and it must keep rising. The global youth community can never be silenced. We are stepping up to turn the tide, and across the world, young people are building a blue economy that nurtures rather than exploits our ocean. But this work cannot rest solely on the shoulders of the youth or the few dedicated guardians such as those that we heard from today. And so I call on leaders and policymakers to urgently accelerate action with unwavering political will. We need an immediate scale-up of climate action and conservation strategies to safeguard our vulnerable ocean ecosystems from irreversible damage. This includes integrating MPAs into NBSAPs and biodiversity finance plans, ending subsidies for industries that degrade the ocean, and redirecting sources towards sustainable conservation solutions. I also call on public and private leaders to set bold commitments at the 2025 high-level session of the UN Ocean Conference. We need funding at the scale of this crisis, massive, transformative investment in ocean resilience. And this pivotal gathering, UNOC, offers the chance to catalyze global action and ensure a resilient, thriving ocean for generations to come. Now, in reflecting on our shared commitment to protect the ocean, I am reminded of the words of Chad Book, a young Filipino environmental defender whose spirit continues to inspire me even after his passing. And I quote, "Para sa mga kabataang lumalaban, huwag kailanman mapanghinaan ng loob. Nasa madilim tayo na yugto ng kasaysayan ngayon, pero laging pakatatandaan natin na sa kadiliman, mas lalong lumiliwanag ang apoy at mas higit na kinakailangan ng taong bayan ang nag-aalab ninyong mga puso." Which means, to the youth who are fighting, never lose heart. We are in a dark chapter of history, but remember that the fire shines brightest in the darkest times, and now, more than ever, the people need your burning resolve. Thank you very much.